Ooh, there we go. Alright. Welcome guys to episode 27 of the VoiceOFpunk. I'm your host, the VoiceOFpunk. Now for this episode, I'm going to give my thoughts on the upcoming Amazing Spider-Man 2. Well, before I get started, let me just get something straight. Remember, in one of my past videos, I mentioned that I don't like Spider-Man. Just make it more clear. It doesn't mean like I hate the story of Spider-Man. I just don't like the character. I never got into Peter Parker. I never got into his character. So it's really his character that I don't really like. And I really like the villains in Spider-Man. I love the villains. It's just Spider-Man who I don't actually like. But it's kind of weird. Like all the other characters I like, except for Spider-Man. I'm weird like that. But in the movies, I would like. Okay, sorry. Okay, before I get started on the Amazing Spider-Man 2, I'm going to say what I thought about the Amazing Spider-Man first one. I thought it was really good. By far the best Spider-Man movie that was made. Sorry. The original Sam Raimi movies, Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, and Spider-Man 3, they're not aging that well. If I still had to choose which one is my favorite, it has to be between... I'd probably say the first one is actually my favorite, but I don't know, just though the first three movies are not good. Well, they're not good anymore. Hey, buddy. Hi. Yeah, I know. So okay, I gotta collect myself here. Okay, and Tobey Maguire was horrible as Spider-Man. God, Tobey Maguire was the worst actor they can ever get to play him. So with that out of the way, for the Amazing Spider-Man, I thought it was really good. The story was good. It was darker. It was more gritty. Andrew Garfield, like I said before, I'm not a fan of the character of Spider-Man, but I really liked Andrew Garfield as that role. He was really good. Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy, really good. I was like then Ray Fiennes. I can't remember how you pronounce his name, but the guy who played the Lizard, is it Ray Fiennes or something? The guy who played the Lizard, he was really good. That was awesome. And so I thought the first Amazing Spider-Man was good. Uncle Ben in that movie was awesome. He was played by who was he played by? It was Martin Sheen. Yes, it was Martin Sheen. And so the Amazing Spider-Man was good. So I gotta say about that. So now for the Amazing Spider-Man 2. I'd say I'm pretty excited for it. I heard some, at first when I heard about it, I was a little so-and-so on it because the main villain of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 is going to be Electro. And Electro is going to be played by Jamie Foxx. This I thought was a little controversial for one big reason. Jamie Foxx is black and the character Electro is white. But I do like they're trying to get the best talent that they could have for these roles, and I actually admire that. I think that's a pretty cool idea. But one thing, the reason why I was kind of surprised is because Electro isn't like, well, he's a big bad guy in the Spider-Man comics, but he's not a super villain. Not really. Because, like, he's pretty popular, but he's a little bit more obscure. Like, he's kind of like the, I don't know how to give an example, but he's kind of like the bad guy who shows up, causes trouble, but then is caught and put away to jail in the same issue. You know, like in every episode of a cartoon series, he's the throwaway bad guy almost. And, so I thought that was kind of a bold move to go, to have Electro be the main bad guy. And, then another villain who's going to be appearing in it is Rhino. And right there, I'm actually really excited for it. Like, the reason I'm excited for Rhino is because I don't know what they're going to do with him. Then probably, I'm thinking they might go with the ultimate Rhino way, because of how he steals the Rhino suit, like a Rhino suit from the military. But I don't know what they're really going to do with him. They might even do something from the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon series where Rhino was created by Oscorp. Rhino's going to be played by Paul Giamatti. Again, another role which I was like, really? Paul Giamatti? And those of you who don't know who Paul Giamatti is, he was in the movie Man on the Moon. I can't remember who he played. Bob Zumaz? Anyway, he was Andy Kaufman's partner. And he played him in Tony Clifton in the movie Man on the Moon. I wonder how they're going to make Paul Giamatti be this big monster. You know, like, because I look at Paul Giamatti, because Rhino, he's supposed to be very intimidating character. You look at Paul Giamatti, it's like, imagine him in the Rhino costume. It's funny. Like, I'm not saying I have, like, bad dreams of Paul Giamatti or anything. That guy's good shit on me. But, and so, I wonder how they're going to do that, like, and I like how they chose Electro and Rhino to be the main bad guys, because, to me, it's something different, because, in the original Sam Raimi movies, they already did practically the big three in each movie. In the first movie, it was the Green Goblin, who's Spider-Man's arch enemy. Then the second one, it was Dr. Octopus, which I would think was one of the best portrayals of that character. Third one was Sandman, Venom, but no, I don't think I should really count Venom in that, because he was only in there for like 10 minutes. But let's go with the suit. Yeah, the suit. And also goes with the Green Goblin again with Sam Harry. Oh, I've got to mention too, in the new Amazing Spider-Man, Harry is going to be in it too. Harry Osborn is finally going to appear in it, and he's going to be played by Dane DeHaan. My cat says is attacking my sweater. What are you doing, buddy? But he's going to be, like, Harry Osborn is going to be played by Dane DeHaan. And I'm actually really excited for that, because if you guys don't know, Dan DeHaan, he played the main character in the movie Chronicle. He was the main character who turns out to be the bad guy. And spoilers. And I think he was a really good actor, and I think he fits the role of Harry. Like, I liked James Franco as Harry, but the thing is, though, I always found Harry to be even less popular in high school than Peter. And what Sam Raimi did was making, like, Harry the more good-looking, attractive one. It was okay, but I just wish he went with the original comic thing where Harry was smaller, he was skinnier, he was a little bit more of a dork. And and Dane, he really looks like a dork. His curly hair, he's very skinny, he's kind of short. But if you watch him in Chronicle, he's a really good actor. He could be really, really threatening. Yeah, like when his character in Chronicle goes crazy, you believe it. And I hope Harry kind of goes a little, like, they show Harry's dark side in these movies, and I think Dane, I think Dane could really pull through with that. I think he'll do very well as Harry. Then Harry Jane Watson is going to be played by, I have the names right here. Mary Jane Watson is going to be played by Shailene Woodley. Shailene Woodley. I've never seen her in any movie. Not that I don't really think of any movie I saw her in. She's practically a newcomer. And I don't really care. Like, I don't know, like, cause in the original Sam Raimi movies, I never really did like the romance between Spider-Man and Harry Jane Watson. Well, in the Amazing Spider-Man, I love the love story between Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy. So, sure, I am pretty excited to see Harry Jane back, but I wonder what they're going to. Yeah, I'm interested to see what they're going to do with it. Now, for the storyline of the movie, I don't really hear that much of it. Cause like when they showed like what the plot is, they just kind of said the generic, like, Peter Parker's trying to struggle between two lives as Peter Parker and Spider-Man in high school and Gwen and all that. But one thing that really got me interested was how they're going to do Electro in the movie. So basically, they're completely reinventing the character. And Electro, in the comics, Electro is nothing more than a normal electrician who is caught in a accident during his work, and bada bing bada boom, Electro. But in this one, Jamie Foxx, he stated in a interview that Electro is supposed to be he's basically a nobody, and basically what's going on is that he's a genius. Like, he's a very smart guy, but nobody appreciates him, nobody pays attention to him, and he lives in a run-down apartment, but he admires Spider-Man, and he's like a big fan of Spider-Man. And so Spider-Man makes Jamie Foxx's character, or Max, Max who turns into Electro, basically makes him kind of like a somewhat partner and ally, like his little, like, eyes and ears on the street. So whatever crime happens, Electro goes to Peter, or goes to Spider-Man and tells them what's going on, so that's why Spider-Man knows. But then, the accident's going to happen, then he's going to turn into Electro, and I rage out and stuff. I like the sound of it, because there's a lot of things where you can go with this kind of storyline. there's one thing I would want to see go is have Electro become a little bit more like what's his name? Syndrome from the Incredibles. Here's why. I think it'd be really cool, kind of cool twist on the character, because if he's supposed to be a like he wants to be noticed, right? And he's a genius, but nobody pays attention. But nobody pays attention to him. I think it'd be kind of cool when he gets his powers. He wants to be a hero. I think that'd be kind of cool. He wants to be a hero. He wants to be respected, and I think it'd be kind of cool. Like he knows he will never be a hero if Spider-Man is around, so he tries to kill Spider-Man to make himself become the hero. I think that would be kind of a interesting twist on the character. And another thing too. What I want to happen in this movie, even though I like their relationship, I want Gwen Stacy to die in this movie. Here's the reason why. I have this in my head. So Electro and Spider-Man are fighting on the rooftop, and so, just out of nowhere, Gwen Stacy comes, tries to protect Spider-Man, but then Electro grabs her and throws her off the roof. She's falling off the roof. Spider-Man gets her like this, kind of like in the comics. He gets her, but yeah, she saves her with his web. And the second he gets her with his web, she's like, "Thank you, Peter, I love you." Like that. He's like, "I love you too." But then Electro comes and like electrocutes Spider-Man. But then the electricity will go through Spider-Man's body, go into his webbing, and shoot down the web. And the web that's around Gwen Stacy kills her. Like that, just completely electrocutes her to death. That would be an awesome death scene. Because it would actually make Electro one hell of a villain. I would say one hell of a villain. And then after that, like, Peter or Spider-Man will like hold Gwen's body in his arms, and he'll be like, "No!" like that. And then he'll see Electro heading away, and Spider-Man would be like, "No, it's personal." No, it's personal. And then after that, like a sweet 80s soundtrack starts playing, and like Spider-Man freaking grabs a machine gun, puts a freaking bandana on, face paint, a little machete in his pocket, and he goes after Electro. He's like, "Let's do this." Oh, that'd be awesome. See, that's why I'm not hating this movie. Because I would turn Spider-Man into freaking Rambo Spider-Man. When you're at war, killing. When you're pushed, killing is as easy as breathing. That would be awesome. Can't think, I just want Gwen Stacy to die, just so I can see like Spider-Man go all Rambo. That'd be an awesome movie. I was like, even though I'm pretty excited to see Jamie Foxx as Electro and Paul Giamatti as Rhino, I was a little disappointed with the characters, like the villains they chose, because me personally, who I wanted to be in this movie, I personally wanted Mysterio. Because to me, that would, like, when I first saw the ending scene of the Amazing Spider-Man with Kirk Connors in the cell, I thought for sure how was Mysterio. But like, and if I had to like partner Mysterio up with somebody, I would have probably put in like I would probably have like Mysterio as the main bad guy, and then put in Electro as his partner, or like Carvin the Hunter. That's who I want to see in one of these movies, is Carvin the Hunter. He's one of my favorite Spider-Man villains, and I think in live action he would be really awesome. Like he's such a great character, and the way he looks, the way that Carvin the Hunter looks, imagine that look in live action. That would look freaking cool, like the long furry pepper print trench coat, the little handlebar mustache, his slick back hair, muscles, his the freaking knife, and he look really cool. And I kind of want them to do and this is where I think that they're doing, with like Norman Osborn, and I hope he appears in this movie. I hope he appears now, but here's what I think they're going to do. I'm thinking they're going to do a Sinister Six. Like, they introduced the Lizard in the first one, then now they're introducing Electro and Rhino. I think it'd be pretty cool if the third movie, when Norman Osborn comes out, he's like, ha 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 ha, I'm the Green Goblin. I'm the Green Goblin, Spider-Man. Like that. But, yeah, I'll do it better. Ha ha ha, I'm the Green Goblin, Spider-Man. Ha ha. I'm pathetic. But, like, have Norman Osborn, Green Goblin, be the leader, and then have, like, Electro, have Rhino, have Mysterio, have Carvin. Like, even have Dr. Octopus. Like, imagine that these Sinister Six in a live-action Spider-Man movie. That would be awesome. That's what I want to see. And, I have a feeling that's where they're going. I hope they are, because that would be so freaking cool. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for the new Amazing Spider-Man movie. I'm really excited where they take the villains. Like, I haven't heard anything about Rhino. I just heard that Paul Giamatti is playing him, and it is confirmed he's in it. So I don't know if he's gonna be like, because as they describe Electro, he doesn't really have any connections to Oscorp. And that's why I thought it would be Mysterio. That's why I wanted Mysterio to be the main bad guys, because I thought in these movies, every single bad guy was going to be connected to Oscorp. Like someone connected to Oscorp, like the Lizard was. He was trying to build a cure for Norman, and but apparently I think Rhino is going to be connected to Oscorp, but I don't know, because I don't really think Electro is going to have any connections to them yet. I would probably think in the ending he'll probably have some kind of, like, I don't know, somebody's going to come and make a deal with him or something. But I can imagine Rhino being like a Oscorp experiment. That'd be kind of cool. That's why he turns into Rhino. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited for this. I'm excited to see Andrew Garfield again as Spider-Man. I'm excited to see Emma Jones as Gwen Stacy. I'm really excited for Harry Osborn. I think that's gonna be really cool. Even though I'm not a fan of the character, on the opening night when it comes out, it's supposed to come out in 2014. When I find out the date it's coming out, the date it's going to be released, I'm seeing it on the first day, because I'm a nerd. So this is my jumbled review and episode. Well, it should have been going for a long time, but hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on the new Amazing Spider-Man movie, the Amazing Spider-Man 2. And I will see you guys in a few days. Bye, guys.